Hello students, welcome back to my channel. In this video, we are going to discuss about some objective questions based on the subject satellite communication. This is the part 2 video. Part 1 video link will be provided in the description box. The angle between the orbital plane and Earth's equatorial plane is. The angle between orbital plane and the Earth's equatorial plane is. Options are A. Anomaly, option B, inclination, option C, azimuth angle, and option D, elevation angle. The answer is option B, inclination. So inclination is the angle between orbital plane and Earth's equatorial plane. It gives an average value of the angular position of the satellite with reference to the perigee. The options are A, mean anomaly, B, true anomaly, C, anomaly, and option D is all of the above. The right answer is option A, mean anomaly. Mean anomaly gives the average value of the angular position of the satellite with reference to perigee. Next question. It is the angle from perigee to the satellite position measured at the Earth's center. The options are A, inclination, B, azimuth angle, C, true anomaly, option D, elevation angle. And the answer is true anomaly. So true anomaly is the angle from perigee to the satellite position measured at the Earth's center. Next question. The angle produced by the intersection of local horizontal plane and the plane passing through the Earth station, the satellite and center of the Earth is. Option A, azimuth angle, option B, elevation angle, option C, anomaly, option D, inclination. The right answer is option A, azimuth angle. Next question. The satellite used for voice, data and video transmission within the country. Which satellite is used? Option A, Intelsat, option B, Sarsat, option C, Domsat, option D, INSAT. Intelsat. Intelsat means International Telecommunication Satellite. Sarsat means Search and Rescue Satellite. DOM satellite means Domestic Satellite. INSAT means Indian National Satellite. The correct answer is Domestic Satellite. The option C. Next question is Intelsat. Intelsat stands for, or abbreviation of Intelsat is Indian Telecommunication Satellite, International Telecommunication Satellite, Indian Transit Satellite, International Transit Satellite. The correct option is International Telecommunication Satellite. The option B is the right answer. Next question is Sarsat stands for. Option A, Search and Receive Satellite. Option B, Send and Receive Satellite. Option C, Search and Record Satellite. Option D, Search and Rescue Satellite. The correct answer is Search and Rescue Satellite, and the option D is right answer. Next question. The satellite that orbit the Earth in such a way to cover the north and south polar regions. Option is A, polar orbiting satellite, B, communication satellite, C, navigational satellite, D, mobile satellite. The option A is correct answer, polar orbiting satellite. Next question. The azimuth and elevation angle of the ground station antenna is termed as. Options are A, orbit, B, tracking, C, drift, D, look angle. The answer is option D, look angle. Look angle is nothing but the azimuth and elevation angle of the ground station antenna. Next question. The process of maintenance of satellite's attitude against different factors that can cause drift with time is. Option A, tracking, option B, station keeping, option C, inclination, and option D, progressive drift. The right answer is option B, station keeping. Next question. The satellite present in the geostationary orbits are called geostationary satellite, communication satellite, orbiting satellite, broadcasting satellite. The answer is option A, geostationary satellite. Next question. It states that for equal time intervals, the satellite will sweep out equal areas in its orbit plane focused at the barycenter. Option A, Kepler's first law. Option B, Kepler's second law. Option C, Kepler's third law. Option D, none of the above. The right answer is option B, Kepler's second law. Next question. It states that the square of periodic time of orbit is perpendicular to the cube of the mean distance between the two bodies. Option A, Kepler's first law. Option B, Kepler's second law. Option C, Kepler's third law. Option D, none of the above. The right answer is option C, Kepler's third law. Next question is, the line joining the ascending and descending node through the center of the earth is called as option A, line of nodes. Option B, line of upsides. Option C, equatorial plane. Option D, line of axis. The right answer is line of nodes. Line of nodes are the line joining the ascending and descending node through the center of the earth. The answer is option A. Next question. An orbit in which the satellite moves in the same direction as the Earth's rotation. The option are prograde orbit. Option B, direct orbit. Option C, both A and B. Option D, none of the above. The right answer is both A and B. The option C. So, prograde or direct orbit is defined as an orbit in which the satellite moves in the same direction as the Earth's rotation. Next question. An orbit in which the satellite moves in counter to the direction of Earth's rotation. The options are prograde orbit, direct orbit, retrograde orbit. Option D, none of the above. The answer is option C, retrograde orbit. Next question. Which of the following elements are referred as Keplerian element set? The options are A, eccentricity. Option B, semi-major axis. Option C, perigee. Option D, all of the above. Actually, this Keplerian element set is also known as 6 orbital elements. The various orbital elements are semi-major axis, eccentricity, mean anomaly, perigee, inclination, and right ascension of the ascending nodes. So, out of that 6, all the 3 belongs to the elements, Keplerian element set. So, the answer is option D, all of the above. Next question. Multiple transponders are carried in a satellite. Why? Option A, better reception. Option B, more gain. Option C, more number of operating channel. Option D, redundancy. Since there is more number of operating channels, multiple transponders are carried in a satellite. So answer is option C, more number of operating channels. Next question. Which signals are used in satellite communication? Which signals are used in satellite communication? Option A, VHF, very high frequency. UHF, ultra high frequency. Option C, microwave. Option D, all of the above. The answer is option D, all of the above. All the 3 VHF, UHF and microwave signals are used in satellite communication. Next question. The signals penetrate the ionosphere with little or no attenuation and are not refracted to the earth. Which signal? Option A, VHF. Option B, UHF. Option C, microwave. Option D, all of the above. The right answer is option D, all of the above. All these signals penetrate the ionosphere with little attenuation or without attenuation, and they are not refracted back to the earth. So answer is option D, all of the above signals. Next question. The signals that undergo total internal reflection and get reflected back to the earth is option A, VHF, option B, UHF, option C, low frequency signal, option D, none of the above. The right answer is option C, low frequency signal. These low frequency signals undergo total internal reflection and they get reflected back to the earth. Next question. Upward shift in the frequency happens in satellite communication due to less attenuation, more bandwidth, overcrowding, more power requirement. The answer is option C, overcrowding.